Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I have a bunch of news today. Everything from the borders to the procedures in Bahamas, what's happening with that, and some of the cruise lines that were really affected, and also a possible even larger break than we thought on one of the Carnival cruise ships. First off, let's talk about the Bahamas restrictions. So we have a little bit more clarity. There are some things that they will let go as far as people needing to be fully vaccinated to visit anything in the Bahamas right now. So yes, you have to be, anybody over 12 has to be fully vaccinated. The exceptions would be, there is one for crew members or contractors on board. They say that the old agreement is still in place. That's still okay. They don't all need to be 100% vaccinated. However, passengers do have to be 100% vaccinated, as well as they are saying, though, that if you do have a medical exemption from being able to get a vaccine, then they will allow you to just go by testing. But you have to have an actual medical reason. And the cruise lines are told they have to present this to the ports in order to arrive and allow their ships into port. One of the cruise lines that I really didn't think about, but I should have, that's really going to be affected is Disney Cruise Lines. Now, as of right now, Disney Cruise Line was only requiring testing for people who are unvaccinated, as well as the fact that, and anybody over 18 was only considered to be vaccinated. They're the ones who could show proof of vaccine in order to skip some of the testing requirements. But as far as getting on the ship was concerned, you could get on whether you were vaccinated or not. There was no limit to the amount of people. There was no 95% capacity. Well, one of their main destinations is their private island. And so this is going to change probably a lot of their protocols, because the cruise lines are going to have to show proof that everybody is vaccinated. Not just some of the passengers, not just this, everybody. So you can see now where Disney is probably going to have to either cancel a few cruises or scramble or start refusing people at the port if they want to even go visit their own private island. And many of their cruises only go to their private island. It's like a 3-day cruise to their private island and back. It's going to be a big hassle right now for Disney, as well as other cruise lines. Royal Caribbean has already come out and said that they are going to follow these guidelines, and as we've seen information being sent out from Norwegian Cruise Line, and we've seen Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, you can expect to see it from all the cruise lines saying that these new health protocols for any ship sailing into the Bahamas, you're going to have to be 100% vaccinated. No exceptions unless it's medical exceptions, and that's it. Even if you are, one dose, etc., you're going to have to be fully vaccinated. So while things have just changed again from being almost wide open a few weeks ago and to now not even, really stricter rules than even the CDC had laid down. Now, I have another update on the Carnival Vista with the outbreaks that are there, as well as the borders. But before I get to there, just let me invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Really does help the channel. Tells YouTube to help share it out to more people. It'll just notify you of all the videos that come out, whether it's news or blogs or ship inspections, any of those things. And it doesn't cost a thing, but it really does help the channel. And I would really appreciate it. Okay. The Carnival Vista, remember we had that report that there were 27 crew members last week and 1 passenger who tested positive for COVID, and they were in isolation and the passenger had been removed from the ship. This week, they have just reported another 16 crew members. Now here's the thing, because they're not telling us totals or announcing things, this is just reports because they had to announce it to get into the port, and it's the port that is saying it, that they're saying we have 16. Now, this is where the transparency would really come in handy. If they would have been very transparent, we have this many on board right now, but this is what we're doing and everybody's okay. If they just do that, it's not fear-mongering, it's not anything, it's just letting people know the absolute truth so there's no second guessing. Because now we have two trains of thought. We have one thought where we've gone from 26 passengers with COVID down to 16 passengers with COVID crew members with COVID on the board, which means there's less now and the others have recovered. Or there's still those 26 on board and now we have 16 more, so now it's up to 42 this week. You see where now you can go either way, and because they're not transparent with it, people are second guessing. Also, the ones that are reporting, some of the jobs don't line up with the jobs that they announced from the week before. So it becomes a guessing game. And in this situation, when people are trying to decide where to go for their cruise, if they should go on a cruise, especially a particular ship, I really think they should have the right to know, hey, we have right now on our ship a total of this many people in our crew who are isolated and have tested positive. And because at what point is it too much, right? Is 100 crew members on the ship? Is it 200 crew? At what point do you say that's too much? That's too much. Something's going wrong. Something's wrong in the protocols on that ship. We don't know because they're not announcing it. And I think more and more ports are going to start saying, yeah, you better tell us the exact total. So again, the more transparency, I think, is the best. You want to build up trust from your customers. And if looks like you're hiding things, it just makes it worse, right? It just makes it worse. Now, going forward, I was hoping to be able to drive to my next cruise next September. This September. But no, the United States has once again said no, Canadians are not allowed to cross the borders until September 21st at the earliest. Homeland Security says it's to stop the spread of the coronavirus in the United States, mostly because of the Delta variant. Even though Canada, even if you look at the population, is less than 10% of the amount of infections that are in the United States. So I really don't think, and we're allowing Americans into Canada, so I really don't think the infection would be going from us to there. It's there to here more likely than the other way around. But it is what it is. That's another thing that the border's not open. A lot of businesses along New York State and along up by Niagara Falls and that. We're really hoping that Canadians could come down and help start bolstering their business a little bit before the summer is gone. And no, unfortunately for them, it's not happening anytime soon. And it doesn't look like they're going to open those borders even in September unless that COVID number starts going down. And right now it's still on the rise like this. The United States currently is averaging close to 150,000 new COVID cases a day. Here in Canada, we're averaging under 2,000 COVID cases a day. You can see the difference right now, but I don't see the borders opening anytime soon. In fact, if I see if the United States keeps going the way they're going, you may see the Canada border reclose to American citizens. It just doesn't seem to be getting any better as far as travel is concerned. So there we go. Bahamas, some lightening of the thing. If you can't get a vaccination, you're great. You're fine as long as you have medical proof. Other than that, you need to be vaccinated. Borders are going to remain closed to Canadians. The Vista is up in the air. Is it 42? Is it 16? We don't know. Everything's all over the place. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.